It's intentionally misleading, and it's really unfortunate.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and I have got some serious streamer luck going for me today, ladies and gentlemen. This is, what, the 11th day now of having access to sewer treasures, sewer rewards, whatever, and it's 0.05% chance to get a lesser absolute spirit summoning sphere out of the dungeon, and yeah, I got one. Absolutely ridiculous. I guess I will take it. We gotta finish this up, though. We gotta finish this up. Let's talk a little bit about the Chapter 4 adventures. So if you are looking into the Chapter 4 story, like how to actually complete this story, and you should absolutely do so. It does cost pizza energy to complete the story. However, you do get the pizza energy refunded. You should absolutely be doing the story. It's a really good story, but I want to talk about today the best team to use for these adventure stories, for the lore bosses or whatever you want to call it. So let's run through the story on the first one, and then we'll take a look at the first set of enemies. Okay, so for 3 chapters now, we know that Thea and the Ninja Turtles and Axel here are enough to defeat every single story mode, but I'm going to suggest just doing the top row of 5. Just do the top row of 5 and don't even change the pets. The auto default pets that it chooses are good enough. The fastest way to get through this adventure, and Chapter 5, by the way, when it does launch, is going to be with this. Put it in auto mode, put it in ×5, and just send it. You have some pretty decent synergy with these heroes anyway, but there's no sense in just using one hero whenever you can use a whole team of 5 and just choose the top row. That's all you got to do. But just for the fun of it, we are going to try Ninja Turtles and Thea just for the one fight. See what happens. I mean, I know what happens. It's a pretty straightforward fight. Ooh, against double dodge hero, this could actually be a problem. Maybe you can't do just one hero. No, looks like we got him. It looks like we got him well in hand. These enemies that we're going up against are so weak. Yeah, even though they're level 130, they're so weak. So while we're doing this, I do want to discuss this whole situation that we have with the treasury tools, the picks that you are earning in these lore boss fights. There is some upset members of the community because the Ninja Turtle coins are not a part of the rewards here in Chapter 4. Of course, you can go back to Chapter 3 and get coins, right? And medals, coins and medals if you would like. It's a trade-off, and I am not sure that I really like how it was handled because it doesn't really say anywhere that that's the case. But I will say this: whenever we had the treasury revealed to us in the Lara Croft adventure, there was a lot of people that were really upset that the picks were not included in the first sections of events or whatever. They were added later, because if they were added from the beginning, we could have, not wasted the pizza energy. We could have saved the pizza energy, or whatever the adventure energy was called. We could have saved that for the time during the treasury, so we have higher opportunity to get, Ninja Turtles or Lara Croft Soul Stones, as it were. And I don't know that this is better or worse, but at least you can go back to Chapter 3 and fight these for medals and coins if you want. I am not really sure what the math is. I'm not really sure what the math is regarding the better choice here between one or the other. I am a little concerned that their official blog post, see, it says you can get Ninja Turtle, you can see the grand prizes, Ninja Turtle Soul Stones, red artifact fragments, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle coins. I am very concerned that this official blog post doesn't match what's actually happening in game here. I know that this is like work in progress, and it probably says up at the top, disclaimer, yeah, the information in this article is preliminary. The event content may be subject to change. That's gonna save them from, any problems that comes from the information being different. It's intentionally misleading, and it's really unfortunate. I don't like how they've handled this event as far as the information sharing. A big part of the videos that I've made have been trying to give people as much of an idea of what could happen. But back to the point, all of the prizes that you can earn, all of these, for the most part, are pretty decent. They're all pretty decent. And if you're trying to farm for a specific thing, then you're not really going to want to use this thing. Unless, of course, that specific thing is Secret Lab coins or Ninja Turtle Soul Stones. If you still need Secret Lab coins because you need red items, or if you need Ninja Turtle Soul Stones because you're trying to 6-star the Ninja Turtles, then this is the only place to get them. If your goal is not those things, if your goal is skin stones, then you're better off going to Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 3, Chapter 2, Chapter 1, whatever, farming those missions to get medals and get the Ninja Turtle currency and just buying stuff from the Ninja Turtles shop. Just like it was in last phase, slightly more or less value depending on what you're chasing out of the shop, either here or in the Secret Lab shop. I think that there are some people doing some math as far as which one is technically better, but you know, the fact of the matter is it's pretty straightforward. If you know what you're looking for, then the treasury is probably mostly where everybody should spend their stuff. I mean, because everything in here is pretty good. I don't know what the math is. If somebody could do the math for me, or if the math's already been done, please please direct them to me so I can share it for everybody to take a look at. Anyway, on to the rest of the story missions. We're going to continue to just use one hero with the Ninja Turtles, Thea with Axel, Team Pet Axel. Bubbles of Justice taking care of our team, though. We're just going to keep running on through this. Really, my favorite part about this whole event is the cartoons here. That's, you know, kind of true, kind of not true. These cartoons that you can get are really, really cool. They really bring back the nostalgia of, you know, my childhood, watching these, reading these comic books. They're really good. I would recommend everybody taking an opportunity and reading through these comic books if you can. Like the art design and the style, like this is such a good frame right here, and the way everything is, it's just so good. It's kind of funny that the Archdemon comes back to get mad at his minions because they're helping the other bad guy, which is, you know, Shredder or Technodrome or whatever. Then instead of us fighting Archdemon himself, I think it's a really cool story. Anyway, on to the Guardians in a Half Shell Part 4 event. Make sure you are logging in every day so you can collect your pizza energy, grabbing that change spray, spinning emeralds. Sure, where is okay? Shadow Hunt. Here we go. And as I mentioned in my Chapter 4, Chapter 5, What to Expect guide. The part 4 is 8 days long. Okay, the other story events were 4 days. This one is 8 days. So in 3 days and 12 hours or whatever, chapter 5 will release. That is a new comic book, a new set of story missions that you can fight, all of that, and more of these as you complete these. Down to the bottom, you'll see, yeah, these right here. These are all in chapter 5. Okay, so don't have access to these just yet, but the last battle, defeat the boss. Obviously, we're going to be fighting Shredder because that's, you know, a little Shredder frame. Shredder, of course, is the main antagonist of the Ninja Turtle comic book and cartoon series. So, yeah, now we have to make a decision. The whole point of this event for me has been going after the level 400 Path of the Four. But now that I've got this random totem fragment in my inventory, I've got to make a decision on, you know, what do I do? Do I use my guaranteed on the Earth Totem before or after I open this random one? Or do I save the random one? Actually, I know the answer. You want to save at least one of these totem fragments in your inventory at all times. There's a video on screen now explaining why that is the case. It's very mathematical. Kind of, not too bad though. Has to do with emerald efficiency and all of that. Check out the blog, HeroWarsCentral.com. We're writing a ton of blog posts on there, a lot of informative stuff. Easier to go through than some of these videos, but love for you to watch my videos as well. Please subscribe, turn on notifications if you have not already. Never miss a video. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.